Hello and welcome. My name is Jillian. As always on this platform, I would advise you to watch my videos with an open heart because all things that I talk about on this channel have already happened and we can only learn lessons from these things that happen. Now, I want to talk about Yul Edochie today. He has been on the news for a long time. He has been trending back to back for, say, 1 to 2 years now. But I have never brought this man to talk about him on this platform. But what he has done this time has made me not to sit back and not to stay without saying something about this man. There's this famous African saying which goes thus: before the gods delete a man, they first make him run mad. This is a perfect example because as it is, this person is running raving mad because I can't understand. Now, he is the main subject of this video of today, but let me digress for a bit so that I give you a foundation as usual. Now, there is this actor who is very prominent in Nollywood, who recently passed away, say like 2 months back, but he was buried a few days ago. He goes by the name John Paul, or JP as people call him, Junior Pope. That's his other name, and then he also calls himself Swag Nation. He says that's how he addresses his fans. Now, this is a young man who goes to the world beyond at age 43, and suddenly the only nicest thing that Yul Edochie would say to a man who's gone to the world beyond, his grieving wife, his grieving family, the multitude of fans and friends that he has, say that the demise of Junior Pope was a big loss, or is a big loss, to the Nollywood entertainment industry, his family, and to his fans at large. So it is a moment of grief for all this group of people. But someone like Yul Edochie comes up to say some things that are really not pretty, all in the name of clout, I guess, because I don't understand why a man like this who behave in the way that nobody seems to understand. Now, the thing is, I already mentioned that he's been on the internet and he's been trending for a couple of months now, or years now, because he was married to, or he is married to Mary Edochie, his wife, but suddenly he popped up to announce the second marriage with Judy Austin, and they even have children to that effect. As if that was not enough, he loses a son that's last year, and the whole world was grieving with him. But it didn't seem it's the kind of loss that will keep a man down, but rather after the loss, he instead became a public nuisance, and he has not stopped ever since. Also, you should know that he recently started a business. He said Isimili Projects or something. It's a housing project, something, but I think that also failed. And now he's talking about being a pastor. That's like, say, 3-4 months back, he announced on YouTube, he announced on Instagram that he is now a pastor and will be broadcasting on YouTube. He gave the time, and for a couple of months he's been doing so, but recently, for the past 3 weeks to 1 month, he has been considerably absent from pastoring job that he recently got himself into. Anyway, that's just like a foundation of the guy, but I really never wanted to talk about him. But he has done something that is so insensitive that I think me staying quiet or not talking about it, it's really rude, it's really bad, because there are things when people do in life, you just look at it and then you move. But now this one is beyond comprehension. It's beyond comprehension, and for the first time I will be making a video to talk about this Yul Edochie of a guy. Now, it is this post that he posted on Instagram that got me really angry. Then I decided to do this video about him because there are a lot of things we can learn from his attitude. He said, "I didn't want to say anything till after his burial." I am reading from Instagram. I would have this posted at the side of the video. "I didn't want to say anything till after his burial. I know many asked why I wasn't there, why I haven't said anything about it since. I took him like a brother and good friend. I was there with him when he needed me, but he stabbed me in the back repeatedly. That's life. I'll drop the full details soon. Others can learn from it. Be careful what you wish, people. It could come to you." Now, this is the problem I have with this man. He has done whatever he wanted to do on social media. I have never thought, or maybe tried to come talk about him here. But this is a very insensitive thing to say when someone passes on. Now, there is an appointed time for everyone to live in this world. And when your time expires, I believe it is time for you to leave. It has happened with Junior Pope. It's going to happen with every other person that was born into this world. It is not a time for you to hold malice. I don't understand why you would choose only this moment to pick a fight. He is no longer alive. He can no longer defend himself. You choose this moment when he's been laid to rest. Then you come up with such an insensitive post. Now, it was an accident that happened on the River Niger. There were lots of people in the boat, and then 5 people passed on. Amongst these 5, you did not mourn any of them, including Junior Pope. You did not mourn him. You didn't find anything bad in your actions. Every other person was mourning, but you did not show any public mourning towards this person. Now, you rather celebrated one of the survivors of the same accident. If you really did not want to talk about the accident in the first place, you wouldn't have said anything at all. But picking one of the survivors and celebrating the life of the survivor, it doesn't make sense. I think there is something wrong with the medulla oblongata of this person. He's not okay. I think he needs help. He needs to see a therapist. He needs help. Why would a man be so mean? When he lost his son, everybody joined to mourn with him. But he now makes it look like the passing of a fellow colleague is of no consequence to him. Accepted. But coming out with a post like this is a shame. Yul Edochie, you have disgraced yourself, disgraced your father, who is a veteran in the Nollywood industry. For all the people who loved you and love the work that you do, you are making them regret doing this. I don't know what is wrong with your head. Now, let me digress a bit. This man, ever since he met his second wife, or ever since he came public with his second wife, he has not been the same. I want to believe strongly that there is something wrong with this man. It is not bad for anybody to marry, but this one thing I want for us to understand. You do not go into a polygamous relationship without the knowledge of the first wife. This is what he did that is so wrong. So people should try to understand these things. There is nothing wrong with marrying 2, 3, 4, even 20 wives. But when you want to do it, the women should be in accordance. They should agree on things like this. You just come out suddenly after a marriage of, is it 18 years? And then you announce that you got married to another woman. Now, this is not the focus of the video, so let's get back to the video. So when he said these things that he said, let me read the post again. I didn't want to say anything till his burial. That is the burial of Junior Pope. I know many ask why I wasn't there, why I haven't said anything about it since. I took him like a brother and good friend. I was there for him when he needed me, but he stabbed me in the back repeatedly. That's life. I'll drop the full details soon so others can learn from it. Be careful what you wish people it could come to you. Please, Yul Edochie, we don't need the details. Do you know why we don't need the details? Because Junior Pope is no longer alive to defend himself. And for all I care, you could be lying with whatever you plan to bring out. Now, I love the social media because when you bring or when you make things public, people come out and answer you publicly. It was a show of shame, a typical show of shame. So I am really glad with the comments. And as at press time, I am going to read some of the comments that you'll find on his platform right now. I'll also be attaching some of the comments so that you too can see. Okay, now this is Chief Imo. Chief Imo is an actor comedian in Nigeria. Boss, please, anything you will say now may not really count because you have very good opportunity to put whatever it is back in place while he was alive. Please, sir, the pain of his demise is still fresh. Biko, this is said in Igbo. I can't read that. Don't add to it. That's the last part of the message. Now, it's as simple as that. If you even have sense in your head, say Yul Edochie, if you have sense, you would know that this is not the moment. Let me continue with some of the comments. I really feel good reading some of these comments out to you because it is a show of shame. I don't know why a man would belittle himself in this manner. The other comment is from Sochi Infinity. My dear boss at Yul Edochie, I could remember you told me this same thing, but please let go and forget the past. Let it remain there. Biko, forward ever. And the next comment is from Wazi Morin. Say you, Even in death, you're still holding grudges. Yet you want your wife to forgive you. You see that? This man is crazy. He's damn crazy. Fantasy Wiz. That's the next comment. Who did this to you? Seriously? At this point, this guy needs to be caged. Exactly, because he's constituting nuisance in the public. He has become a nuisance. Abigail Nyamuziwa says, so Junior Pope wronged you by advising you that leave the bag of cement. I guess it's the second wife, because it is said that when the news of him getting married to a second wife came out, Junior Pope was one of the people who did not support him in that line. So I guess that's where the beef is coming from. Probably Junior Pope knew that something had happened between the two of them. I mean, Yul Edochie and second wife, but he didn't support him in that. So I guess that's where, allegedly, please, that's where the beef is coming from. Originally, Lady Chi, that's another comment. Your wife, you betrayed. You can't take what you dish. Go and sit down. Yeah, I think I agree with that. Yul Edochie, please don't do this. The death of Junior Pope pained a lot of people. Please don't, so you don't create more enemies. As it is, I think he's the enemy of the nation. What kind of man is this? You are a man that was already made an envy to all the young men out there, an envy to all the young women out there. Today you have brought yourself down to floor level. I am Lord Eva says, when wisdom is lost, foolishness shows up. Now he's practically foolishness in embodiment, I'm telling you. Jenny Dope says, I wonder how May managed to stay with this guy over the years. This non-entity, my goodness. Nobody's really saying anything nice about this post. No one. I mean, there are about 7,000 plus posts as at the time I saw it. So I just had to screenshot a couple of them so that I can bring it here to do this video. The next one is, the next comment is Austin Neil. Bros, not in death, please. The worst has happened to JP. Don't hate him in death. I will not support you no matter what, please. Now, this other comment is from Atuanya Chigoze. He's a veteran Hollywood actor. My brother, you have to let go of all that. One needs to move forward in life and forget the past. We pray for progression and long life. So, bro, forget about all that. No need, bro. You can take this advice. He is a man like you. He's also in Nollywood. Igwe Credo. That Yul has lost his sense since he packed in with Judy Austin. I know he will be angry immediately. I saw Queen May at John Paul's wife. Yul Edochie doesn't like Junior Pope because Junior Pope asked him to leave Judy and face his family. Judy, it no go better for you because you have reduced Odogu to Old Diego. As for Queen May, I pray nothing will happen to you because they are now waiting for your downfall to use against you. God will preserve you and your children. Same thing you did when AY comedian's house got burned. He still displayed same madness on internet. My goodness, I even forgot about that part. When exactly as the comment is saying, he was happy when AY lost his house, or the fact that AY had been supporting me. This man is crazy. Chiamaka Fina, that's the next comment. The dead can't defend themselves. I need to explain. Oh, excuse me, guys. The dead can't defend themselves. No need of explaining when he is not here. Why didn't you say when he was alive? You attention seeker. Someone, Ebony says, cloud chaser. Ejiro, but I thought you always preached love. Exactly. When you go to his channel to watch his videos on YouTube where he preaches love. So what kind of love is he practicing? When I make videos of servants of God doing crazy things on the internet, people come to bash me. Now, this is another one happening. His sermon is based around love. But now, is this love? Is it the kind of love he's talking about? The next comment is from Wani. That's exactly why most people determined that you are not out for your normal senses. Now you want to join issues with the dead when you know fully well he cannot defend himself nor state his own side of the story from the grave. What a no-brainer. My goodness, if insults could change someone, I think this person would really change after going through the comments that have been posted under his post. The next comment, your presence was not needed, Abby. As you know, go burial. He didn't hold. Thank you. The next one, Alicia. The same way you backstabbed Queen May. Exactly. Because I don't know if his wife deserves half of the things he's done to her. The next one, real truth lover. The people who refuse to support your polygamous lifestyle are now your enemies. My goodness. This is supposed to be a thing of choice. The comments keep popping up. Waiting, we go call this one. What is this? What the hell is this? This is lack of emotional intelligence. May packaged nonsense for us. Wallahi. Waiting be this. It's as if the wife left and his emptiness got exposed. This is a typical explanation of what is actually going on in the life of this man. Suddenly your comments are low. You want to use him to chase clouds. Rest. You are somebody's dad. And he doesn't even care he has children that will see these things he does on the internet. It's a shame. Yul is a wicked man, God forbid, and you always preach love and forgiveness. You always say all we need is love. This man. What an irony. Yul is on another level, bro. Like, seriously? The comments keep coming. It was Drama Devil Obasi that wrote it. Now this commenter is saying that it's his wife who wrote it, his second wife, Judy Austin. Beauty by Phil says, Yul the righteous man. Continue. Surugede is the name of the dance of the spirit. Only you know who and who are beating the drum you were dancing to. Now, I said the video, the post has more than 7,000 posts, so I can't keep reading. But now you have like an idea of where people stand as far as this post is concerned. This is the most sensitive post you can ever make in life. As always, when I bring up my topics, we need to talk about everything that we see online, and then we discuss the advantages. No, we take home some lessons, because this thing has already happened, and there is no way we are going to support something like this. Now, the first lesson for us to take home today, please be mindful of the words you use in public. Be mindful of the things you say to people in public. When people are grieving, it's not the best time to bring unnecessary fights, unnecessary arguments, or throw tantrums on the internet. It is not the best time. So, Mr. Yul Edochie, for all I care, please watch what you say and watch who you fight on the internet, for crying out loud. Now, another thing we'll take home today as lessons. As parents, you are not too old to caution your children. You did a good job, but if that child is going astray and doing so in public eye, even if he is an adult, I think it is high time you come out to caution him, because he is now constituting nuisance in public. He is now disturbing every other person. It is a shame. I don't think his father Pete Edochie and mom Josephine Edochie are proud of a son like this. Even his children, particularly his daughter Daniela, denies that he is not her father by removing his name. Can this man stop right now? Can he just halt, for crying out loud? Where are we driving to with attitudes like this? Among the comments, you'll see that very prominent people of Nollywood also commented there. But I think that more and more of them should come out to try to caution this man. This guy is crazy. Now, the third thing we should be taking home, we don't need to have someone drop down cold before we begin to look for means to help him heal. This man is broken. He's coming from, or he's suffering from something very deep. He's walking in a place that is so far from where he currently is standing. I don't know if I am making sense here. Because of community guidelines, I am trying to find a way to coin it that will not go against the community guidelines. But this person, I think he needs help. We have therapists out there. He needs to be caged. Just like one of the commenters said, he needs to be caged. He needs to be put down. Someone really needs to tell this person the truth. There is something actually wrong with this guy. And if we let go of this thing, we just might be regretting very, very soon, because this guy is not in the best frame of mind. Now, I will not go without talking about the pastor part. The fourth thing we should take home: not everybody who calls me Lord, Lord shall enter the kingdom of God. It is in your Bibles, right? So these are the kind of men of God that pop up from anywhere. You don't know them. You don't have any information about their foundation. But suddenly they pop up and then they say they are men of God, and then you begin to follow them. You begin to worship them. They are God of men. They are God of men. They are not men of God, please. So the fourth thing you should be taking home: not every person who presents himself as a pastor is actually a pastor. Please, who is a pastor? A pastor is supposed to be a servant of God. Is this one a servant of God? You're preaching love, but you cannot express love. You're preaching love, you cannot exercise love. You're preaching love, you cannot act love. Is this one a man of God? Anyway, I never intended for the video to be this long. So as always, watch my videos with an open mind. And if this is your first time on this platform, please subscribe. As always, like, share, and comment. See you on the next live. Bye.